Good morning and welcome to Fresno State Focus. The tank is back.
And I'm Matt Mueller.
Russia says it will consider a new resolution governing weapons inspection in Iraq. France has also backed changes in the UN inspection program. But its proposal did not include tough conditions demanded by the United States. While both countries appeared open to writing new rules on the inspection program, Moscow and Paris still remained at odds with Washington on the key U.S. demand that the Security Council be authorized to use force against Saddam Hussein, even before inspectors set foot in Baghdad.
The Bush administration has announced a federal push to help broaden the voluntary rapid response alert system on abducted youth in hopes of preventing what was termed the terrible, terrible loss of a child. President Bush says the Justice Department will develop a national standard for the Amber Alert electronic notification system that speeds information about kidnapped children to the public.
And now to talk trash about Fresno State, here's Chloe Nakagawa.
Fresno State, home to thousands of students every semester. There is no garbage to be found. But how does Fresno State manage to stay so clean and tidy? Students can thank the elite janitorial staff. And I decided to interview one of the janitorial staff. We'll call him Kyle. Chloe Nakagawa here with FCKU News.
What?
So, what are you doing? What is your job description?
I'm rolling up a hose. I clean up trash.
How's your pay rate going for you? Do you have any children? Do you have a new wife or a husband?
I don't have time for this. Hey, stop filming.
Kyle seemed agitated, even annoyed when I was just asking basic questions. Even more shocking, he had this to say.
I love boys, yum yum. I lick boys, yum yum. Jelly filled.
Yes, Fresno State is spotless. But at what cost, Fresno State? At what cost? This is Chloe Nakagawa reporting for FCKU News.
On today's entertainment page, British musicals are slowly dominating Broadway's longest-running shows. Soon they'll hold the top 3 spots. Andrew Lloyd Webber's musical The Phantom of the Opera has moved into 3rd place on the list, displacing the all-American musical A Chorus Line, which ran for more than 18 years on Broadway.
We'll be right back with our interview of professional racist Steve Ullman right after this.
When you think of Transformers, you remember warm childhood memories. When you think of Indiana Jones, you remember classic 80s action. These were great shows and movies for their time, but today they're under attack by big-budget Hollywood reboots. These movies are single-handedly ruining our childhood memories. If you've had enough of it, say no more to big-budget Hollywood reboots. Say no to Shia LaBeouf. Well, we're back, and we're here today with an author on a very controversial topic, race, with Mr. Steve Ullman. Now, we were lucky enough to run into Mr. Ullman just outside the studio moments ago, and he graciously agreed to be interviewed. Mr. Ullman, how are you doing today?
My last name isn't Ullman, and I don't know what the interview is about here.
Well, the title of your book is I'm a Racist and You Can Too. What exactly motivated you to write this?
I didn't write a book about racism in the first place, and there's no motivation behind it. So.
You know, you look just like Mr. Ullman, Mr. Ullman.
My last name isn't Ullman. Thanks. It's not Ullman. Stop calling me that.
Since we have you here and we have a few minutes to fill, do you think we might just take a few minutes to talk about your book?
Talk about the book I didn't write? That's fine. I didn't write a book.
Well, if I may quote an excerpt from page 84, you wrote, and I quote, "Some black people smell like old Dorito tortilla chips," end quote. What did you mean by that?
Okay, first of all, you can't quote that because I didn't write that. I mean, I'm not racist. I watch Oprah. I voted for Barack Obama. I like fried chicken.
On
I go to
page 114, you wrote, and I quote, "Mexican people dance weird. Stop it, Mexicans.
Okay,
stop dancing."
Stop quoting,
because
I didn't write that. Okay. And Mexicans are my friends.
Well, what about
I like
near the
Mexican
end of the
food.
book when you argued for, and I quote, "the legalization of punching any elderly people of color with no legal repercussions," end quote?
I don't hit people. I don't hit old people. Grandma, I hope you're not watching. I don't hit old people. What are you talking about?
Well, unfortunately, we're out of time. Thank you so much, Mr. Ullman, for being here. The book is I'm a Racist and You Can Too, available in fine bookstores everywhere. And that's it for us today on Fresno State Focus. We thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Mueller. Did you read Ullman's book?